Hello, I hope you guys are all doing great. This is the nail art design we're going to be working on today. I wanted to do checkers on my nail, and then halfway along doing the checkers I thought, wouldn't it be nice if we add sort of like a Santa Fe inspired pattern? And that's what I did to this side. So from this side you see the Santa Fe inspired pattern, sort of like a pyramid, and on this side you see the checkers. So to do this design you're going to need a thin nail art polish or a thin brush to do the little stripes and the little lines. Let's get started. The first thing you will have to do is decide what background color you want. I chose a pink. The one I'm using is this one by Santee, and it's called Flower Pink. Apart from that, I decided to add glitter over the entire background, but this step is optional. The glitter polish I'm going to be using is this pink glitter polish by Santee, and it's called Angel Pink Glitter, and I'm going to be applying this one over my entire nail. Now that the background is completely dry, I can start doing the nail art part of the design. You can use any nail art polish with a thin tip brush and it'll work great. What I'm going to be using is going to be a detailing brush. We're going to start the design by doing a pyramid. I'm going to start in the middle of my nail and I'm going to do a straight line. Followed by that, I'm going to do 2 lines going downward on both the sides of the line I just made. I'm going to go to the sides again, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Now I'm going to go down again on both the sides and to the sides again, and that's all this nail art design consists of. We're going to be going down and to the sides. Now we're going to go down again. And there we have our pyramid. For this center area here, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sealing it off with 3 squares. And the way to do that is we're going to start the pyramid the same way we began the top one. All we're going to do is align, and we're going to go down from the sides, except the strokes are a lot smaller, the little stripes we're making. And I'm going to go to the sides on both ends, and we're going to go down. Okay, so there we have it. What we're going to do next is we're going to turn them into checkers. So I'm going to, or to squares. Okay, I'm going to seal that off there, and I'm going to fill it in. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 lines from the sides, and I'm going to fill in the 2 side blocks. And there we have the center. Now I'm going to be moving over to the checkered part of the design, which is this side you see here. I'm going to be dipping into my black, and I'm going to do the same exact pattern we followed. I'm going to do a straight line above the pyramids we made. I'm going to go down from the sides, exactly doing the same technique we did, or the same pattern we did on the bottom ones. I'm going to go down and to the side on both sides. We're going to go out on both sides now. And we're going to go down. And then we're going to close it off, going straight down. We're going to do the same thing to the top one. We're going to go down. It's a little bit longer. Okay. We're going to go down, and then we're going to go up and end it there. So that's what we have so far. What we're going to do now is turn this side into the checkers. We're going to have to do the square pattern there. So what I'm going to start off by doing is in the very corner or the top flat part of the pyramid, I'm going to do 2 lines going downward. And from here, I'm going to, every square we began, I'm going to go straight to the side on each of the little squares. We're going down sideways. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing to this side here. And I'm going to go down, going down. Okay. And because I'm using acrylic paint, if you mess up, this is so easy to clean up. All I did was dip my cotton swab in water, and I can clean up any mistakes. For example, this here, look how easy this is. Okay, so all I would have to do now is go in and redo that part of the line where I went sideways. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go straight down. So that's what we have so far. Even that is a very different type of pattern look. But what I'm going to do here to turn them into checkers is the same way in each little square that we went sideways, I'm going to go upwards now on each of the little squares that we created. So on this one, for example, we're going to go straight up, and here we do the same exact thing, going straight up, and there's another mess up, and all I have to do is dip in and remove it and do that part over again. Just remember that when you're using the acrylic paint, I'm using water-based acrylic paint, you do have to make sure to apply a top coat, because if you don't, everything will be removed. Okay, there's nothing here, but I don't want my squares to be so big, so I'm going to go straight to the middle, and I'm going to take it line by line because I don't want my lines to get sloppy, and then that's where we have it. Now we're going to do the same exact thing we did to the top squares, we're going to do it to the bottom. So I'm going to start going straight down, and straight down. Do the same thing over here in this line. We have there. And all we're doing is the squares for our checkers. Now over here we have a line, so we're going to go straight down to this one, as straight as we can. Sometimes it's not very possible, but once you fill in the squares, usually everything straightens out. And we have one more here, and there we have the checkered pattern, or the squares. We have to turn them into checkers now. What I'm going to start by doing is I'm going to start filling in all the corner ones, which are these here. So this is something that is a little time consuming, but this is a very original nail art design, so it's very worth it. So all the corner ones coming out from the sides are the ones I'm filling in black. All the cornered ones. And if you do it like that, then you'll know which ones, if you start with the corner ones, you'll know which ones are the ones that you have to leave empty and which ones are the ones that go filled in. So all I'm doing is filling them in, and there we have it. We have filled in all the corner ones, and from there we know to skip one and do the other. So here I'm going to skip this one, and I'm going to fill this one in, and then from here we're going to skip that one, and we're going to fill that one in. And that's all you have to do, skip one and fill one in. Here we're going to fill this one in, and we're going to keep going downward and filling them in. Okay, so here we skip that one, we're going to fill this one in, and as you become to get closer to the bottom, it's really quick from there. Okay, so we have this one, we're going to fill this one in, and then we can go down and we're going to fill this one in. It's a very tiny one in the bottom. And then from here, maybe we can just fill that one in a little bit. And what I'm going to do here to this one, because it came out a little bit not so straight, this is the time where you can make your squares a little bit straighter. So I'm just going to straighten that out from there. Okay, and there you have it. There's your design completed, and it's nothing but a bunch of patterns, and it's not an impossible design to do. If you think doing it on all your nails is a little too much, maybe you can choose an accent nail and do it on that nail. And what I'm going to do next is just apply my top coat. I'm just going to be applying my top coat. I'm going to show you guys how vivid this acrylic paint becomes once you apply the top coat. The dull is completely removed from the acrylic paint. It becomes very nice and bright and shiny. So all I'm doing is that, applying the top coat. Any top coat of your choice will do. The one I'm using is Sech Vite, and I'm almost done with my Sech Vite, so I have to go refill on it, and there you have it. That's the final nail art design look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and try out these checkered patterns using your favorite colors. Be safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!